Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is the Universal One getting back at you guys with a great informative video. Before I get started with this video, let me just say thank you for pushing that play button and deciding to spend a little bit of time with me. All right. This is gonna be my first video of many on this new channel. I'm gonna share this on my Universal One channel. This will probably be the last video that you get like this on my Universal One channel. I will be sharing the link to my new channel in the description box. So go ahead and click that link and subscribe to my new channel. And that's where I'm going to be doing all of this new stuff that the new material, the things that I want to go ahead and the roads I want to journey down. All right, yeah. So I hope everyone's feeling great. All right. I want to introduce myself. There's going to be a whole lot more videos where you're going to see my face now. And again, this is going to be on my new channel, not on the Universal One channel, not this Cody stuff. I'm still going to do my Cody stuff, but I'm looking to do different things now. My life has taken a turn, and I think it's time to start documenting that and maybe start putting it in the journal. So I'm going to use these videos as a way to do that. Why not allow people to take that journey with me and maybe learn some new things on the way. I'll always accept feedback and critique and things that we can look at together. If you have anything to share with me, that would be awesome. All right. So first, let me introduce myself. Y'all all know me as the Universal One. My first name is Julio. My last name is Lopez, and that's my government. All right. I was born in 1976. I was born in Bellevue Hospital. That's on 28th Street and 1st Avenue in Manhattan, New York City. All right. Born and raised. Spent most of my life, or I would say half my life, down in New York City. All right. Now I'm upstate New York. What led to me being here? Let's see. Life was pretty rough as a child for me. All right. And this is all gonna lead up to something, but I figure I introduce myself and let y'all get to know me really quick. Help y'all get to know me a little bit better. Now this could be a little risky what I'm doing, but I don't have anything to hide. All right, y'all. So my mom was not fit when she had me. All right. My mom was strung out on drugs, crack. Crack was the worst. So I'm going to try to make this story as short as possible, but there will be key points, all right? My mom, at 6 years old, I got in trouble in school because I was being bullied, and, I guess, I didn't want to be bullied anymore, so I ended up taking a butter knife to school, and I got in trouble for that. I got suspended. My mom didn't want anything to do with me anymore. She called my grandmother and said, hey, come pick him up, or I'm going to put him out in the street. And that's what happened. My grandma came, and she picked me up. And I've lived with my grandma up until I was about 18 years old. Before that's when I got convicted, but everything's gonna lead up to that. So my grandma raised me. My mom I have a brother and a sister. They both were going through it just like I was. My mom got convicted. My mom was just doing a lot of bad things. And again, I live in the projects in the neighborhood, New York City, Manhattan. You're either rich or you're either poor, So my mom got convicted. My brother and sister got sent to foster care, and my grandma went and got them, and got custody of them for a little while. And my grandma got full parental rights over me, and then she went and got full parental rights over my brother. My mom was sent to her dad in Puerto Rico. My sister was raised separate from me and my sister. My entire family was pretty screwed up. Everyone, drugs and in the street, and a lot of us might know that, and again, I was saying that, a lot of us might have a lot in common, life is life, and I know that we all go through it at some point, all right? So, I'm not telling the story for anyone to feel sorry for me, anything like that. I'm just telling this story so that you guys know who I am, where I'm coming from, and you'll understand that, the change has happened to me. The things that I'm going to be, we're going to be going over on this channel, it's all about us and self-knowledge, and so, my grandma raised 3 of us. Me, my cousin, and my brother. My uncle, her son, lived with us for a very long time before he decided to grow up and move out on his own. So let me give you guys the picture. It's a bedroom with bunk bed. 3 boys slept on the top bunk while my uncle slept on the bottom bunk with his wife. And, could you imagine the things that we woke up to in the middle of the night? I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, all right, so that's what life was like. We shared the same socks. We shared the same underwear. And, it may sound nasty, but that's how Grandma raised us, all right, yeah? So that's that. Anyway, Grandma did the best that she could with us. And I think she did a great job, And she raised us all without a male figure in the house. So that was Mom and Dad for me. All right. I was raised in the Catholic Church, so I was baptized. I did my communion, my confirmation. I was an altar boy, and I sang in the choir. So, all right. And all of that was forced on me. I did it, but it was forced on me. All right. And church was nothing that it was something that I never really liked and never really vibed with me. And today I'm starting to understand why. For one thing, I could never understand how God or Jesus Christ, if you don't do what they tell you to do, or you don't follow these commandments, and you commit sin and you don't repent before you die, you'll burn forever in hellfire for eternity. And to me, I just don't think a father would do those type of things, no matter how mad he is at his child. All right. I'm up in my attic, y'all. In case y'all wondering, I'm up in my attic. It's the most quiet space that I could do anything right now. I'm probably gonna somehow rig a system up here so I can make my videos and we can do our readings. And I'm gonna be reading a lot of good books, y'all. Some of this stuff is gonna resonate with us, some of this stuff doesn't. But you see, that's what I'm learning. All right. So anyway, I grew up in the church, so. Because you could imagine, I have a Christian, one of my best friends, one of my ex best friends his dad was a pastor, sorry. His dad was a pastor. So, church has always been in my life, but I was misled growing up, all right? And I did a lot of things, bad things. I did a lot of good things. I was great at baseball, and, I blew a couple of scholarships, and instead I went to prison. Instead of going to college, I went to prison. All right. Now life growing up was pretty much, there's really nothing to brag about. There's nothing to say, nothing to talk about. I fought a lot. And in New York City, you have to fight a lot. You can't just let people run over you, because then that's it for the rest of your life. People are going to continue to think that you're a pushover. And that was one thing that I never was, and I thank God for that, and I thank the God inside of me. All right, y'all, we'll get to that in future videos, and I don't want to make this about religion. I am in no way a religious person, y'all. I am all about spirituality. I'm all about learning about what's going on with me inside and what's my purpose. So you see, I did my time in prison. I came home. I found a job, and I met someone, and I was moving too fast, and we had a baby. And we weren't supposed to be with each other, so I have a 16-year-old boy, all right, who doesn't live with me, who lives in New York City. We moved up to Amsterdam, New York, which is where I live now. I live in Amsterdam, New York, and that didn't work out, so I ended up moving to Waterbury, Connecticut, and all of this without permission, because mind you, I told you I ended up going to prison, so I did 4 years in prison. When I came home, I met her. And I'm sorry that this seems to be a little out of order, but I'm trying to make it quick and condensed, because there's a moral, there's a point to what I'm saying, the story that I'm saying, So things just didn't work out. I ended up getting violated because I left. I was moving without permission, permission, because I was on parole. We could talk about particulars. I just want to, give you a little piece of who I am, and the things that I've been through, and where I'm at today, because I am in no way that same person, all right? So, I ended up getting violated. She ended up, the mother, the girl that I met, who I had this child with, she ended up not being faithful, and she went her own way during this violation time. I came home to nothing. I was living, first I came back to, I was living in a shelter, and that was like being in prison, so I couldn't do that. So I ended up renting rooms from friends. That was a completely bad experience as well. I was still out in the street. I was, slinging, selling drugs. I was going nowhere fast. I was gonna get either killed or sent back to prison. And I got lucky one day. One day I woke up in the morning. I just woke. It wasn't even the morning time. It was the afternoon. I woke about 1, 2 in the afternoon, and I really got smacked in the face by reality. And I had to ask myself, what in the world are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're not raising your child. You're not taking care of your child. You're in the streets. So I got out of New York quick, and I came back up to Amsterdam, New York. And I come up to Amsterdam, New York, because it's where a lot of I thought my support would be at. My family, most of my family migrated from New York City up to Amsterdam, New York, upstate New York. And I was basically for self, y'all. Basically for self, doing everything on my own, got a job. Now, I came up here with the intention on making sure I get my life together. So that I started doing, but I wasn't quite conscious yet. I wasn't quite eyes open. My eyes weren't open yet. I was like most people today, like zombies, sleepwalking through life. And we think that we're awake and we think that we're conscious, but we're not. All right, so I met my fiance. We hung out, and this girl was like nothing but the best moral support that I've ever had in my life. And we was just hanging out, and we hung out for about 3 or 4 years before we decided that we wanted to be something. And then at about 5 years, we had our first child. Now, she was the best thing that could ever happen to me because she helped. She started teaching me how to budget my money, and work was never a problem for me. I can get up and go to work. It was how I spent my money. So it was the way I was thinking. Like I was speaking in my video last night. It was my thought process was all screwed up. Everything was negative. When I talk about luck, my luck was always bad luck. There's no such thing as luck, yeah? There is no such thing as luck. We can have more. So anyway, my life started to turn around. But about 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, I was standing in my apartment. We didn't have our home yet. So I have a home now, own my own home. Maybe one day I'll take you guys and I'll give you a tour. But I own my own home now, all right? And I never seen that. I never seen that in my view. So, and again, you guys need to hear this because again, some of us might have some of these things in common. And I can remember one day asking myself, damn, what the hell am I doing? What's going on? Like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose in life? Now, mind you, I told you what year I was born, so you know how old I am today. All right? And I've been up here about 15, 16 years now. Like, I made all my changes about 15, 16 years ago. And about 2.5, 3 years ago, I asked myself, what in the world? Like, all right, so I'm doing well, but I still didn't feel complete. Like, what's going on? What is my purpose? What are we supposed to be doing? What's going to be my legacy? You got these athletes who they leave legacies. You got, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. You have Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You have, there's plenty more. There's plenty more people who leave legacies, right? What's my legacy? What's going to be my legacy? What's my purpose? And one day, I'm standing in my living room in our last apartment before we bought our home. And bang, I feel something come over me, this rush. It was nothing like nothing I've ever felt before. It was euphoric. It was like, whew, like better than any orgasm you could ever have, right? But the only way that I can explain this feeling, it was a feeling of love. Like no love that I've ever experienced in my life, and it felt great. And I felt like at that moment, something changed. Something changed. I don't know what happened, but it was a click. Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, that was God talking to you. And listen, y'all. Religion is, hey, if you're a religious person and church works for you, then it works for you. And I would never knock that. I do believe in Jesus, and I do believe that Jesus lived on this land, but I believe that he was a man like you and I, only more hip and more connected with his consciousness and what we're supposed to be here for, our purpose in life. So he was showing us and he was telling us, and he even told us in the Bible, and I can show you this, The temple of God is not in heaven. It's not here and it's not there. It's not where people tell you it's at. The temple of God is within us. It's inside of us. All right? Heaven is inside of us. The fight between good and evil is within each and every one of us. All right, what we're supposed to be doing here, and again, this is just how I see it, all right? And this is how I'm starting to live my life. If I worry about me, everything in my life is going to be fine. All right? So Jesus was telling us, listen, you think I'm powerful. You will be able to do even more and greater things than I. If you just live these ways. And it was all about morals and living with respect in the right way and treating people with love. And doesn't mean that we have to agree with each other, but it means that if we do disagree, there's no need for us to fight and argue and say hateful words towards each other and bring each other down, and we're sucking the life force out of us, right? When we should be feeding each other the life force, which is love. God is love. God is within all of us, y'all. And again, it's not about religion. This is who we truly are. We are immortal, spiritual beings. When we leave this temple, this meat suit, we continue to live because we are energy. We are energy, and we have a consciousness, y'all, and we have a spirit, all right? And we have soul, but the spirit is what we live through. All right, the spirit is the Christ in us. All right, Christ, the power and wisdom of God, the creator, the creator of everything. The Alpha and the Omega means that the creator, he's God when things are good, and he's still God when things, or let me not say he, because it's a deity. It's a thought. It's a thought. All right, now we're supposed to be here to remember remember and experience. Remember what love is. Remember how to live the right way. Remember how to treat each and every one, brothers and sisters. Remember to forgive. Not saying you have to forget things, but there's a better way for us to live. So what's my purpose? My purpose here in life is to live each and every day happy and fulfilled, and to make sure that my life is satisfied. I'm not here to worry about the next person. Yeah, I have children to raise and I have a family to worry about, but we are all here for our own experience, all right? We are connected to that God source, to that creative source, the source that created everything. God is in all and lives through all, right? So our purpose in life is to live, we got to get back into higher vibrations. The Beach Boys, that song, I think they knew something when they were singing that song, Good Vibrations. Because life is about living with good vibrations, high vibrations. And as we vibrate, we're going to ascend to different planes, all right? Consciously. All right? So I believe for me, like today, I'm starting to learn that I am a more powerful person than I was being told. I was being told that I was separate from God, and we're not. We're not. We all have that breath of divinity. We all have that breath of life. All right? We all have it. So where am I going with this? Where I'm going with this is that my purpose in life is to make sure that I learn who I am, and I get that knowledge, and I seek that knowledge. And I wanna know everything about me. I wanna know the truth no matter the cost. All right, and this is what I'm starting to find out, that things that I was being taught in school were not true. All right, history is not history. It's his story. They're teaching us things that they want us to know. They're taking us away from the things that we should be learning. We should be learning about us. We should be speaking telepathically. You should be able to hear my thoughts. I should be able to hear your thoughts. We speak with the tongue, and what we're doing is we're creating spells. We're creating spells. All right? And we're stuck in these low vibrations. We're stuck in these low vibrations, and we're supposed to be happy each and every day. So in my world, in my reality, I'm not experiencing the things. There are some bad things going on in this world, not just this country, but in the world and as a whole. There's a lot of bad things going on, but I don't feed those things energy, because if we continue to feed the negative energy, then it's going to continue to stay negative, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to change this world. We're here to make this world a better place, but not by, I can't change who you are. You have to change yourself. I'm just trying to be the change that I want to see in this world. And now I understand my true purpose. My true purpose is I see what's going on. And I understand that I should be learning about myself. And I should be learning how to, if I have to pray or meditate is what I like to do. But you can pray. It's the same thing. I don't pray to any particular God, because again, I believe that I'm connected to God. So, you know, in the Bible it says that you don't need to pray and ask for these things that you want, because the prime creator, the creator of everything knows what you want. So you don't have to do that. All right? You know, I ask for things like, it's not about what I want for me, it's about what I want for everyone else. And I want our world to be a better place. So I'm a person that I like to be of service to others. All right? So I guess that's how I'm living my life now. It's not, I haven't changed as a person, I just changed my way of living, my way of thinking now. When I'm driving down the road and someone doesn't stop at the stop sign, I don't there's not bad words or bad thoughts going through my head, because I'm aware of what's going on now. All right? So my purpose here is to try to enjoy each and every day. Try to make each and every day satisfied for me. I have to be satisfied with my day. All right? So I'm trying to live better as a person. All right? My purpose is to be a better person, and people will feed off of me, and people will feel my energy, because I have great energy coming off of me now. Again, I'm not that same pessimistic person that I used to be. I'm not, oh, damn, Universal, you're stupid. I don't say those things anymore. If I want something, I see it. I see it in my mind's eye. I see it in my mental, inside. I create the image. I create the feeling, how I would feel if I had it. So now I have it. So now I got myself in that vibration and in that state, like, yeah, like that's how we got this home. My girlfriend, my fiance and I, that's how we did it. We put ourselves there. We had a mental picture. We took pictures of houses and started hanging them up on the wall. And man, I told her, sweetie, we're going to be talking about this. It's going to be like it just happened. Like it didn't take no time. And that's exactly what happened. But because we were there, you know, and that's what I try to tell my children. We need to be better people. If someone's going to be rude and mean to you, you deflect that with your kindness and your lights, and shine your light. Shine your light, because there is darkness. But if not for that darkness, we wouldn't be able to shine our light. So when you got these people being rude to you, this is our purpose. This is my opinion. I'm not trying to force this on anyone. But if you can take anything that I'm speaking of today and it resonate with you, then that's what I'm saying. We're going to learn from each other. I'm going to learn from you guys. You guys are going to learn from me. And we're going to be better people, better human beings, better spiritual beings. Or we're going to make this world a better place. But I'm not trying to change you. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to change me. See, people don't react to me the same as the way they used to back in the day. People come at me humble and quiet, and I have love. I got love from different directions. I got love coming from everywhere. And let me tell you something, y'all. Pay it forward. Pay it forward, because it's true. It's for real. Now I'm gonna go on to get into studies, and I'm gonna use myself as an example, y'all, of these things that I'm gonna be speaking of, like thought and consciousness. It's all about what you create inside. If you continue to worry about money, then that's what the universe is gonna give you, more money worries. But when you're not worried about it, and you create positive stuff, positive thoughts. I never worry about paying my bills. My bills are paid. My bills are paid. You know, I just gotta put forth the work, the little bit of work that it takes, y'all. Doesn't take much. It's just a little bit of work. And when you start to notice these change, that little bit of work is not gonna seem like work anymore. It's just a way of life. You know, I'll buy the next person, hey, I want to pay for the coffee behind me. All right? And I don't get that back. I get triple fold. Now, these are the things that the Bible teach us, but the Bible's broken. And there's more misleading stuff than there is jewels in the Bible. You know, and these are the things that I'm trying to learn. And I'm reading things that are even older than the Bible. And to come to find out that human beings have been on this planet for longer than 2,000 years. All right, yeah, but this is what's being told to us. This as we come up. Video games, music, movies, TV shows, entertainment, politicians, our government, horrible. I don't even want to go there. We're so immoral. The United States Corporation is immoral. Don't let me come and take money from your pocket like they do to us. We the ones that give our service. You know what I mean? I get paid for my service and I have someone taking my taxes. They're not even thuggish enough to come to my face and take it. They take it out of my check. They tell my employer to take it. Come on, that's immoral, y'all. You know, that's what I mean, like morals. We need to get our shit right. And that's my purpose. Might be yours too. You know, to change the way we think. And when we start thinking better and we start, you know, you got to get those images going. We got to use our imagination. I'm 42 years old. Oops, just gave away but I gave it away anyway. I tell you what year I was born. October 16, 1976. All right, but I'm starting to get it now. There's secrets of life, and those people, those 1%, 2%, or 3% of people that own everything in this world, those are the secrets that they kept from us. And these are the things that we should have been learning in school with each other, harmony, and learning how to connect with each other. Just think about this, y'all. And I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this video because it's been pretty long, and I didn't want it to go this long. But I'm going to end this video on this note. I want you to think about this. Have you ever been to any kind of event or concert or sporting event or, you know, somewhere where there's a bunch of other people? Do you notice how when you walk in there, you can feel the energy of the crowd, of the people in there? Huh? Did you ever pay attention to that? How your hair starts to stand and you're in that same energy now. You can feel the energy. And this is because we are all one. We are all unique, but we all come from the same creative source or seed. All right? So think about how you feel that energy when you go to this event where there's other people. That group, big group, we're all doing it together and we all feel each other. We all feel each other's energy. That's what that is. We can cure sicknesses this way, yeah? And these are the things that I'm going to want to go over and read about. And, you know, again, I feel like this channel is going to do really well. And I ask that you guys, you know, just consider listening to me and hearing some of my stuff. Maybe we can participate together. All right, yeah? Again, this video wasn't so structured. But I feel like it still had a meaning. There was still a meaning and there was still a point, right? And these are the things that we're going to be going on from here on. Now, this is the stuff that I'm going to be touching. So again, everyone's welcome to this new channel, all right? I hope to see y'all all there. And I can't wait to see how many open-minded people there are because it's all about having an open mind. It's all about getting outside of the box. You know, they created this box and they got us stuck in this box. It's all about this box and getting out of this box. So, I just want to get out the box, y'all, and look at things from different views, you know? I want to look at things from different angles and be like, oh, I could look at it this way and maybe it's happening for this reason. But I'm talking about things like chemtrails and vaccines, and those things aren't for us. The federal government, the Fed, the people that create our money, they're not even affiliated with the United States as a private entity. You know, these are the things that we need to start learning about. and figuring out that these people aren't for us, but at the same time, we're not trying to change the government. We're just trying to learn the truth, and that's what I'm looking for, y'all. A little bit of, you know, truth. That's what I really want, y'all. You know, and philosophy. We're gonna learn about ancient times, all right? Yeah, we're gonna be learning about some good stuff. And I've already been reading, so I'm familiar with the stuff that I'm gonna be bringing and the literature that we're gonna be checking out. All right, yeah. So I hope everyone has a great Sunday. I hope everyone is as excited as I am, because I'm really excited about getting this channel started. Again, I'm not gonna bail on Cody, but it's time for me to move on, and it's time for me to start giving back. You know, I've been learning a lot of things, and my life has turned around for the best. You know, I'm not struggling anymore. I'm in a way better place, you know, and I think it has a lot to do with me, and the way I changed who I am, and the way I changed the way I think. And now I create what I want, y'all. All right, can life get better? Sure it can, but I'm in a really, really good place right now. So, I love you all. All right, don't forget, extend the hand to those in need, because you never know when it will be us. All right, y'all, have a great Sunday. I hope y'all don't have too tough of a work week, all right, because we still got to do those things. But I'll talk to y'all another time on this channel, y'all, on this new YouTube channel that I have. All right, y'all, I love you all. I'm out of here.